WWE Bad Blood 2024 because my goodness at what we just witnessed and the chaos that ensued. Of course, everybody, it is the Kraken here. Hope y'all had a fantastic Saturday. Hope y'all enjoyed Bad Blood as much as I did. Let's just hop right into this thing. We started this show off with what a lot of people thought should be your main event. We got CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre inside of a Hell in a Cell. And let me tell you, this match was a rivalry. This was a grudge match. This was two people that were absolutely willing to do anything and everything to see the other person not win. With that being said, that is exactly what did happen. They went out to the floor and they started beating each other with the cage. They used weapons. We seen chairs. We seen tables. We seen just about anything and everything you could possibly and truly ask for. CM Punk got through into the cell, which was not red. It was more of a grayish charcoal color, which is absolutely great. Was tired of seeing them random red steel cages that we had during the Vince McMahon era. And let me just be the first to say, it was absolutely what we needed, what we truly, honestly wanted, in my opinion. He got through into it. The Crimson Mask popped out. He was a bloody mess. He was. And it was that way for majority of the match. We seen a huge suplex from Drew McIntyre to CM Punk through a table. We seen wrenches, seen pipe wrenches. We seen everything get involved. We seen CM Punk hit Drew McIntyre with a toolbox 3 consecutive times. Couldn't ask for anything more chaotic. They were willing to go the distance and do what they had to. Drew McIntyre hit him with a steel steps multiple times. We've seen several GTS's. We've seen several Claymores. The one spot that really got me was where Drew McIntyre got too confident after the low blow when he was begging CM Punk to stop. This was after he was beating him in the head with the wrench, after the white noise onto the steps that I thought CM Punk wasn't going to kick out of. When he went for the Claymore, hit his back on those steel steps. That was absolutely probably the worst spot in that whole match. But then we see another good GTS with the chain wrapped around his knee. And there you go. That's the match. It was perfect in every aspect of it. It was great storytelling, the way the match ended. They got people to come out there and give them oxygen. They gave Drew, he got out of the ring. We didn't see much after the fact. But either way, I think that match overall was absolutely fantastic opener for WWE's Bad Blood. We followed that up with Bayley versus Nia. Both very dominant throughout the match in their own way. Of course, Bayley was trying to be the more stronger competitor in the match. Absolutely, she tried. Let's give her that. She hit a Samoan drop. She hit the Rose Plant. She hit almost an electric chair that got reversed. She took a power bomb onto the steel steps. Bayley did what she could do in this match overall. But in the end, of course, we know Nia won. This match, in my opinion, it's still building the Nia and Tiffany. Now, does this take anything away from Bayley, per se? Absolutely. Bayley is still a dominant factor in the women's division. And we may even see her take the simple fact of going to Monday Night Raw, seeing how that turn of events would end up for her. But at the time being, I truly think that we're not going to be seeing much more of Bayley on SmackDown challenging for the title, as we are going to be seeing Bayley have a feud with Naomi. Now, with that being said, we are going to see Tiffany and Nia slowly going at each other, butting heads, and more or less them two having a match, and her probably cashing in at Crown Jewel when they have that new match that Triple H did come up with. And out of this match, I would give this match at least a 4 for the storytelling that it had. Now, talking about Triple H and what he has now given us, we have at Crown Jewel a yearly event. It's going to be the SmackDown World Champion versus the WWE Champion, and on men and women. So, the men's undisputed champion, or WWE, will go up against the World Heavyweight Champion, which as it sits is Cody Rhodes versus Gunther. And then we will also have the WWE Women's Champion going up against the WWE World Champion for the women's. So that is currently Nia versus Liv. And whoever wins that match will get this huge 50-karat gold best WWE champion, is what I'm assuming it's going to go by. We don't know exactly what it's called. But that's a new ad. In that, though, we did have Gunther come out to the ring and give himself, a pat on the back for the last time he was in Saudi Arabia, was King of the Ring, and he won the, King of the Ring tournament, and he's right, he did. But what that did also give us was he basically called out Bill Goldberg. And when you call out Goldberg, you know as well as I do, Goldberg does not like to be talked bad to. So I'm thinking we're going to get Goldberg versus Gunther at some point down the line. Will it be at Survivor Series? Maybe. Will it be more close to the Rumble? I don't know. It's going to happen. It's not what I want to see. So I think that's a poor execution by Triple H and then the idea. But hey, we'll see how it turns out for sure. And we'll run with what they give us. Damian Priest versus Finn Balor. This was a hard-hitting match. Absolutely. I thought Damian Priest broke his hand at one point, punching Finn Balor, and absolutely was ready to just destroy Finn throughout this whole match. And for most of it, he did. Now, they both had the opportunity in the match to show their strengths and their weaknesses, be a dominant match throughout. And in my opinion, I think this match was very solid. It's another end of the story for these two, in my opinion. We seen the Razor's Edge. We seen the coup de grace. We seen the swing blade. We seen the broken arrow. We seen everything we needed to see. And of course, Judgment Day did come out to help Finn, but it just did not matter. On the simple fact that Damian was the one that got the 3 count. He was the one to win. In my opinion, that's the only one I would have done differently. I would have had it to where Finn Balor won the match. Now, that being said, I think we still have hope with Finn from going on here. I don't think Finn gets pushed to the side. He still is your tag champion. So, Damian will probably get a title shot. Like he said, he might go after the Intercontinental. Never had that. He may try to win a Royal Rumble. But yet again, he said he did not get his rematch versus Gunther. There's always that possibility. Overall, the match was great. I'd give this one about a 4 as well. Now, talk about the match that had the most hype, most build up, and did not deliver. Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship. And the reason I say it didn't live up to what it was supposed to is because it did not. And here's why. You have these two going back and forth, being absolutely destructive. And then this match was just very more focused around Dom again. Don't get me wrong, I understand Dom has been the key part to everything that's been going on. But I don't see him being the reason we still focus on him as much as they have been. What do I mean by they have been? Well, in this match, they raised the cage way above the ramp, and I'm cool with that. It's a Shark Tank. Okay, that's fine. The crowd was more focused on Dom than they were the match. The crowd was also more focused on Rhea beating up Dom. I mean, she gave Liv a riptide on the outside, on the floor, and could have easily rolled her in and got the pin, but instead asked the ref, hey, give me a minute. I got some unfinished business. And the ref said, okay, I understand. And let her go out there and beat Cody Dom like Triple H said, like he was a pinata with a kendo stick. I don't understand why we're still focusing there, but I did get it right. Raquel Rodriguez returned. She was absolutely dominant, attacking Rhea Ripley, changed the whole match. Of course, the match ended in a no DQ, kind of had an odd ending. Was not the best booking opinion. I think that's going to hurt them in the long run for that match. And with that, that's why I gave this match 3 on the rating. I mean, it just did not live up to what we had. Now, with that being said, we're going to move to the main event. Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes going up against the Bloodline. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu. The Bloodline came out to Solo Sikoa's entrance just as if the Bloodline would have done for Roman Reigns. They get down there, all of a sudden there's a band around the ring. It's the same band that went viral for playing Cody Rhodes' entrance song back the early start of college football. Okay, that's fantastic. I'm okay with this. Then his music starts, and it did not sync up well, unfortunately. And so I think the band quit playing on purpose. But the crowd was not really there for Cody. You could tell that by the entrance. And then here comes the OTC, the original tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns' music hits. That stadium went absolutely nuts. It would have blown the top off of it. And Roman did his regular entrance, had an orchestra out there, was top tier entrance, and it all meshed together very well. They get into the ring. They start their match. Cody decides that he wants to start it. Roman gives him the ability. He goes up against Jacob Fatu. And Jacob Fatu eating every punch. He ate a Cody cutter, ate a disaster kick. Roman tags in. Roman gets solo. They go back and forth for a little bit. Jacob Fatu comes in, hits him with that running hip attack in the corner, and Roman tags out. Cody comes in. Cody gets absolutely beat down, mauled, and walked with by Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa. He gets to the point to where I'm thinking Roman's going to come over there and drag him over to the other side just to get a tag so they can get this match and win the match. Well, with that being said, that's kind of what happened. The hot tag happened. We seen it. Solo tagged in. Roman tagged in. They started going back and forth. Jacob Fatu tries to get involved. Cody doesn't let that happen. Cody takes Solo to the outside. Jacob to the outside. And they start going back and forth. I mean, he hit him with a crossroads on the floor. He let it. He ran through the timekeeper's area. I mean, it was absolute destruction, and he would not stay down. And Cody looked at him and said, "You are going to stay down." He didn't care what he had to do. Puts him on the announce table. He flies. I mean, he climbs all the way to the turnbuckle. Looks at Roman, gives him a salute, and flies away like a bird. And absolutely destroys Jacob on the announce. Here we go. We got Solo and Roman Reigns, dead center. Original tribal chief, going head to head, back and forth. Roman goes to hit the Superman punch from Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. About to get chaotic. Solo hits Roman with a Samoan spike. Roman kicks out, and Roman's trying to get back up. All of a sudden, the crowd starts going crazy as if somebody standing there in a hoodie, bandana over his face. You can't see who it is, but wrestling fans, we know. We know that is Jimmy. Same way he showed up when he tossed Jay the belt. My goodness, he super kicked Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa so hard they wasn't seeing the rest of them. Roman hits Solo with a Superman punch, spear, and wins the match 1, 2, 3. Match is over. Jimmy's back. The Allstate Arena is going nuts. We're going crazy as wrestling fans. Jimmy and Roman hug it out. Cody gets the belt. They start to leave. Here we go. The Bloodline's attacking yet again. 4-on-1 against Cody. Jimmy's looking at Roman. Roman, what we doing? What are we doing? And of course, at this point, I'm like, hey, this is where match is over. In my opinion, Roman and them probably should have went. That's where I thought that was going to lead, just because of the simple fact that he said, hey, I got your back during the match, but we're going to win it. Nope, that's not what happened. He comes down to the ring. He saves Cody Rhodes. They give super kick after super kick. Jimmy is back on point, on fire, feeling good. Then it comes standoff. Roman and Cody. Roman hands in the belt, so they're building this back up, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with us getting a build up back for the Bloodline kind of story of Roman versus Cody, and now we got Jimmy. That's cool. That's great. Pyros go off. We're ready to say goodnight to Atlanta, and here comes the final boss. The Rock is back. Now, we had heard rumors that he was going to be there. He was there this weekend for a football game. Rumor mill always says The Rock's coming back. Now, I believe The Rock was coming back either way. Filming for the movie was that time. We're building up War Games. Talking about kills. Absolute kills. Seeing the final boss stand. Here's my thing. I know we're building up War Games. Absolutely. We're going to have The Rock, Solo, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, Jacob Fatu versus Roman, Jimmy, maybe Cody? Who's going to be our other two that we'll see is going to be the question. Overall, this match, I give it a 4.5. Maybe a 4 point. I just think the overall show was about an 8. I think it lived up to the hype. And that was a Rhea and Liv, except for the Raquel moment, which I coming. Overall, it was fantastic. 16,000, the largest gate they've ever had. WWE history. We got a new title for Crown Jewel. We got the final boss back. OTC, top of the world. Jimmy's back. What more could you ask for? A Bad Blood pay-per-view premium live event. We've seen CM Punk and Drew McIntyre put each other through absolute chaos. And my goodness, here's our full review and reactions, what we thought. I hope everyone had a fight. And until then, We will see you Monday.